not a very beautiful PPT, but let's not delve into that. Let's focus on the topic itself. Okay. So this is decision 23, 24, 25 page. All of you, this subject is your paper 031, BNS 031 code. As you can see, this covers your concepts and principles in critical care nursing. This is block 1, introduction to critical care nursing 1. Here are the units. Unit 1 to 6 are labeled over here. Concept of current trends in critical care, nursing process in critical care, general assessment, specific consideration, and special considerations part 2, and immunity and dynamics of healing. Okay. In this session, we will basically try to cover what are the basic concepts, what are the general assessment of patients with the presenting with the critical illnesses. So before proceeding, I would like to know if you have any idea what is a critically ill patient is. Any one of you can unmute and can explain if you are comfortable with. There is no hard and fast rule, otherwise I will tell myself.
The patient need a continuous monitoring.
Who can't do his activities, who will be on the bed, like bedridden patient.
Yeah, more or less similar to that. Basically, we say a critically ill patient maybe someone who is having a actual or any potential life-threatening situation, who is highly vulnerable, who is highly unstable, presenting to you with many complex problems, and they demand a high attention on the part of the health team members. Okay, so where do you think you will find them? Obviously in a critical care unit, right? So
Yeah.
those are the special health facility units. We call is critical care units, maybe an ICU, maybe a CCU, or emergency ward. Likewise, okay. They are your critical care units. And when you say the term critical care nursing, we basically mean meeting the immediate needs and mitigating the potential threats on the part of these particular patients. Okay, so we know who are a critically ill patient. So obviously they are presenting to you with complex problems. So definitely this critical care nursing will demand complex multiple interaction with all health team members to meet the health needs of the patient. Okay, so you have to meet the immediate needs, you have to avoid the potential complications, you have to support to the vitals, and you have to prevent further injury. All those things must come simultaneously, they cannot come one by one. That's why we need a team, different collaboration from different level of healthcare providers who can support and who can come together to form a team, and they can meet the needs of the critical care patients. And to feel good, a critical care nurse is one of the vital members of the critical care unit team, and we wish you all become very successful in this career. Okay. So what are the care indicators? When we will say we have done something, that something is nothing like a chalk or a duster or a pen that you will get this pen and you will give to someone and you have given care. There are a series of actions. They involve direct patient care, meeting the immediate needs, health needs that the person usually used to do, like nutritional needs, like fluid and electrolyte needs, like comfort, like prevention of injuries, all and anything and everything coming under umbrella for basic health care. Then again, intrinsically ill risk area cases, like improving immunity and preventing potential threats, and complex new procedures. We will come one by one. I have put them together in later on slides. So let's see what are the phases of clinical illness, critical illness cycle. Do you think once a patient is admitted to critical ill ward, and the next time he or she is ready to compete with PT-USA? I guess you must understand there is no such thing going to happen in near future, in any time in the future. Once they are critically ill means there will be some remnants of the disease. Okay, so that's why that will involve a continuum of care on the part of the critical care unit member as well as the people in the community. That is the health team member in the community area as well as the people in the family. Okay, so this process we call it rehabilitation. That means regaining the initial pre-critical illness stage energy, training and retraining of the potentials to achieve the maximum or the optimum functionality. That can be social rehabilitation, that can be physical rehabilitation, that can be vocational rehabilitation, everything. So that part we will cover in community. So when you think of critical care, a majority part remains in the community. We can talk about onset. Onset usually happens in the community. We can talk about rehabilitation, that also happens in the community. Then we can talk about resuscitation. That also a part can happen in a community. Why? Because prior to getting the patient to the emergency health facility, an initial first aid can be given in the community itself prior to transfer to the critical ward. And then, as I have said, rehabilitation and home care also happens in the community. And then what more is left? That is your critical phase. The critical phase starts from the moment the patient is transferred after the initial first aid phase. And this also covers the immediate phase as well. Here, the patient, the care team members in ICU and CCU, they jointly provide the care to the patient. So what are the 7 C's of critical care? When we talk about critical care, we cannot forget compassion communication, because they are at anxiety, they are at very immediate need of care. So we must be very patient and we must have compassion on the part of the patient as well as the family. We must consider, there should be consideration towards the patient, towards the relatives, towards the colleagues, and we must work towards to avoid conflicts, ensure comfort, that is prevention of sufferings. You cannot think, oh इसका तो हो गया है, ये सब हो गया है, वो तो अब क्या और बुरा हो सकता है. You cannot think like that. You must be more and more empathetic. You must consider this much has happened, but we must protect further injury. The next is consistency. This is not a one-time phenomena. You must understand there must be continuity, and there must be all sort of things coming on time. So a consistency is a key point here also. And then closure. Closure is here. You can say many times you will see conflict of data, conflict of emotions among the family members, whether to keep the patient in the ventilator or to remove ventilator, as we cannot afford the money. Many times they will say, oh, we are very much anxious, we cannot look after the patient and do whatever you want to do, or you may not do, you just simply ignore the patient and just let them die. Likewise, many conflicts also you will see, but at those point of time, a closer ethical principle maintenance and withdrawal of care must be in concurrence to the institutional policy. And you all must be knowing euthanasia is not still legalized. Then moving to the next, we will talk about stages of critically ill patients. There are basically 3 stages. Level 0 was introduced later on. So we started from level 1, level 2, level 3. Then again we introduced level 0. Those are normal acute care ward. They can be put together with patients of other different ailments. And starting from level 1, they are at risk patient. You can take them in your specific critical units. those who are at risk of any deformity, deterioration, or death. Three Ds. Okay. Then they are of level 2 is of high dependency. Then they must be kept in continuous observation, like failing organ system, like post-operative patients who have undergone shock or something like that, those who have lost a high amount of blood, severe hemorrhage, and those who have s- just lost any continuity of care from higher levels, and they must be attended, like someone coming from level 3 to level 2, so you must be more extra careful. Next is the level 3, they are intensive care. For these are we need your you must remember from your BSc or GNM days that there is a term ABC of care. What are those ABC? Anyone in the group? Are you people there, or you have simply slept? Hello?
Airway, breathing, or circulation.
Yeah, very right, right. So I suppose you people are listening. Otherwise, don't tell
Yes,
me this
yes,
is
मैम,
very.
yes, मैम, आई एम हम लोग सभी सुन रहे हैं मैम, आप बहुत अच्छे से समझा रहे हैं, हम लोग सुन रहे हैं मैम.
ओके, वरना पता चला समर आफ्टरनून था मैडम, खाना खा कर आए थे.
No, no, no. No,
नहीं नहीं
no,
मैम.
हो जाएगा मेरे. Okay, no issues. So let us continue again.
ओके ओके
So
मैम.
in level 3 we have intensive care patients, like you have already heard about A, B, C, airway, breathing, circulation. Now these terms are bit extended, A, B, C, D, E. We will come in next to 1 2 slides. So these are all about the stages, who is critically ill, where will you find them, who are you, and how you can help. Now we will talk about what we can do for them, because actually talking here is something different and doing something for them is something different. Okay. So what you can do for them. So this management of critically ill patients basically need complete monitoring. They need care of every system, starting from your respiratory system, your gastrointestinal system, neuromuscular system, cardiovascular system, along with communication with the patient family and the relatives, ensuring comfort, prevention of further injuries, and maintenance of immunity. All those things come under management of your critically ill patient. So first thing first, like you do what prioritization of needs. I hope you must remember prioritization of health needs and health problems. According to priority, you meet your needs of the patient. So here also we have two different assessments. One is your initial rapid assessment and secondary assessment. Okay, this initial rapid assessment basically need to be tended towards the assessment of anatomy and physiology, like a quick look over the patient. You cannot take 1 hour or 30 minutes to do a head-to-toe assessment, you see, because the patient is in critical care condition. Critical condition means you must do a very quick check. So you just give a overall look, this observation to the patient and analyze if there is any wound, if there is any stab, if there is any bruise, if there is any loss of anatomical or physiological part of the body, or if there is any hemorrhage. Likewise, this is a quick observation skill of the person, and this must continue go with simultaneous resuscitation. Like you cannot say, yes, I was bandaging the blood loss. There was severe blood loss, madam. I was just putting a gauze and doing bandage. By the time the patient expired, ma'am. No, you lost the opportunity. The patient lost the opportunity to survive. So it must go simultaneously with all those assessment and surviving the patient. Okay. And mind it, along with all that, you must maintain your universal precautions. Okay, can anybody list out the universal precautions measures? Because recently we have gone through the COVID. No, you must know. Anyone can unmute yourself and tell me.
Cap, yes, CC kit,
hand wash,
hand washing, gown,
Yes, universal precautions basically start from your a simple scrub hand wash, and it goes with PIP, personal protective equipments. Sorry, PPE,
PP,
personal
ma'am,
protective
PP.
equipment.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am. Mainly
PPE.
PP.
Sorry, PPE,
PAP.
personal protective equipments like your
हाँ,
cap, gown, gloves, mask.
मतलब उसी में सब कुछ पड़ जाता है मैम। ग्राउंड से अंदर, मतलब आँख से लेके मतलब पूरा नाखून तक, पैर की नाखून तक प्रोटेक्शन ही मेन है।
Right, right. From head to toe, everything must be covered to protect yourself.
यस यस मैम।
Okay, so you must go for personal protective equipment. So
यस यस
when
मैम।
when you see a patient, you first observe, and by the time you complete your observation with a quick 2 second or 3 second, you must be prompt enough to wear your gloves. Okay, that we expect from a critical care nurse. Then we will go to the priorities. So a rapid primary survey and secondary survey, I've already said this secondary survey and primary survey, there is no specific timeline or there is no specific boundary or classification. They are just for ease of understanding to prioritize the need of the hour. Okay. So you cannot say I was doing continuous re-evaluation, madam. I have not reached to the point of reassessment. You cannot say like that. Okay. So there is no time fragment. There is no hard time boundary about where the rapid primary survey ends and when the continuous survey or re-evaluation starts. Okay. This is just for ease of understanding. Next is the priorities. What are the particular priorities? A is for airway. This airway also involves cervical spine immobilization. You simply cannot say airway for critical patients. Next, B. B is for breathing with adequate ventilation. C is for circulation along with hemorrhage control. D is for disability assessment. That is for neurological. You must have heard about the Glasgow Coma Scale.
और E for environment.
Yes, E for exposure and E for environment. So, because what are there in the environment is also a key factor. So, starting with the primary survey, point A, airway. Is it visible no, to all of you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
यस मैम। यस
Okay.
मैम।
Okay. If you can't understand and something means, you can always tell me. Okay. No issues. We can go with the discussion. Okay. These are all very simple and very primary, very first basic things.
ओके
So
मैम।
starting with the airway, what we want to do, we want to find out whether the patient has got a clear and unobstructed airway or not. Just finding is not enough. If you find there is an obstruction, you must clear it. Okay. So for immediate rapid assessment of airway, we have review A, B, P, U. You see, I'm zooming it over here. A is for just see if the patient is awake or not. Okay. B, the patient responds to verbal stimulation. You pinch, you poke the patient. Then P, the patient responds to painful stimulation. Uh, Patient may sometimes may not respond to your poke or touch, but may respond to your pinch. Then U, the patient is completely unresponsive. You categorize the patient as for A, B, P, U, and label them as who is responsive or who is unresponsive. Okay, a patient who is responsive only to painful stimuli or who is unresponsive should have his airway protected. Like, suppose you see someone is under P category or U category. You are able to understand, no? A, B, P, U. Hello.
Yeah, ma'am, we can
यस
understand.
मैम।
Yes,
यस
ma'am.
मैम।
No need to write or be busy. You just keep your senses to this class only. You try to listen and try to understand. Okay. Am I audible, right? You can
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
यस मैम। यस
get
मैम।
my words, right?
यस मैम।
You just try to understand. I will share this in your group. No problem. You can later on get a copy or get a note also. This original document is also available in National Health System Statistics Department database. You can always find it. I can give you the link also. Not an issue. So you just try to understand. Okay. When you see a patient talking about airway, checking airway is not enough. You must categorize. This triaging is essential. Okay. So you see the patient is awake, responds to your talk. The patient is able to make you see that he is responsive with verbal
Yes,
stimulation. You talk to the patient and he answers coherently. Then it's okay. But when you see a patient who is not awake or who is not responding to your verbal talk, then you must consider it as either P, that is responding to painful stimuli, or U, that is unresponsive. Those E and U category patients must be protected with the about the airway. What you think of about protection of the airway? That is supporting respiration. You can go for what?
ventilation.
Mechanical ventilation.
Yes, yes. You can go for oxygen. Go for leg and mask. Yes.
Intubation or ventilation.
Next is manual inline stabilization of the cervical spine, because many times what happens is while you are thinking about
Cervical injury.
airway, you completely forget about inline stabilization of cervical spine, and the patient ends up with many more further complications. So immobilization go hand in hand with airway. Okay, you must understand immobilization is a part of airway maintenance. Okay, so do not apply traction to the cervical spine. Only stabilize with
सर्वाइकल
minimal.
स्पाइन
Yes.
देने से तो प्रॉब्लम होगा, तो उसमें तो जो
You
हाँ
must
ट्रकिया जो है वो ठीक से मोबिलाइज नहीं करेगा, तो ईटी ट्यूब करने के टाइम बहुत दिक्कत होगा, और पेशेंट को भी मतलब पेशेंट एक्सपायर भी कर सकता है, इसलिए इंट्यूबेशन के समय हाँ इसलिए पेशेंट का जो मतलब इंट्यूबेशन के टाइम पे बहुत सिंसियर रहना पड़ता है, और जो ट्रक्शन वगैरह रहता है अगर तो वो खोल देना पड़ता है। हाँ यस
Right. You must remove. If in case prior to that there is any there is any traction or anything, you must remove it. You must stabilize the patient to minimize the patient
और
movement
दूसरा जो कंडीशन है
and
मैम,
maintain the
तो
airway.
वेंटिलेशन के टाइम पे इंट्यूबेशन के टाइम पे अगर कुछ पेशेंट का होता है जो फॉल्स वगैरह दांत रहता है, जो टीथ रहता है फॉल्स टीथ, वो भी देखना पड़ता है। हाँ तो किसी भी वक्त वे पेशेंट मतलब क्रिटिकल केयर में जा सकता है, तो उस टाइम देख लेना चाहिए। किसी पेशेंट का अगर फॉल्स टीथ वगैरह रहता है तो उसको भी देखना चाहिए, और मतलब किसी का जो विजन है उसका अगर मतलब आई लेंस वगैरह कुछ अगर रहता है वो भी देखना चाहिए। तो इंट्यूब के इंट्यूबेशन करने के समय ये बहुत सारा कुछ देखना पड़ता है।
Yes, yes. You must remember all those factors. Any artificial or parts like denture, any
मैम
lenses, all those things must be taken into consideration,
हाँ
and
रिमूव करना पड़ता है।
they must be removed. Yes, precautions should be taken to carefully remove them during the intubation.
इंट्यूबेशन के टाइम पे
So next is I have said you must start high flow oxygen by mask. You can go with the we usually start with 11 to 12 liter per minute, and we observe and monitor. Then if required we
यस मैम हाई फ्लो मार्क्स जो मतलब हाई फ्लो मार्क्स जो होता है वो एक टाइप का बैग के जैसा दिखने में लगता है, तो ये देना है तो जो मॉनिटरिंग पहले करना पड़ेगा, उसका जो सैचुरेशन ऑक्सीजन लेवल कितना है वो तो जरूरी है, लेकिन उससे पहले हाइपोफ्लो मार्क्स लगाने से पहले उसका एवीजी करना बहुत ज़रूरी है, क्योंकि ये जो हाई फ्लो मार्क्स देने के टाइम पे जो ऑक्सीजन लेवल देना पड़ता है वो थोड़ा ज़्यादा देना पड़ता है, और पेशेंट को ऑक्सीजन थोड़ा ज़्यादा मिलता है, इसलिए एबीजी करना ज़रूरी है। ये बहुत ही मतलब नॉर्मल हाँ यस
or not. Yes,
Yes,
yes, yes.
yes.
I will come to that point. No issues. Okay. Yes. So mostly there are certain different options available for airway. You can go for cleaning the airways like a finger swipe. You can do suction and opening jaw thrust maneuver. You can do. You can go for high flow oxygen by mask, or you can go for assisted ventilation with ambu bag also. Moral of the story, you must establish a clear and definitive airway for the patient. Okay, at the end, our basic goal is to achieve a clear airway. So, suppose you are going to do intubation. As I have said, you must check if there is something artificial that can be that must be removed. Dentures must be removed. Suppose you see the patient has very weak, very low body mass or very weak pulse, then you must first do ABG analysis before starting with the high flow oxygen to analyze whether the person is able to tolerate or not. Suppose we are going to do your ambu, so you must check if you have effective facilities or not. Suppose you are going for ventilator support, so you must check whether the ventilator can be afforded by the family, or you have your institutional policy to provide a free ventilation support to the patient. So they go simultaneously. That's why in the start I have already said it's a multitasking job. You cannot simply go with one set of mind. Okay. Next is your B for breathing. While you say breathing, airway and breathing go simultaneously hand in hand. You assess the breathing movement of your chest, of the patient, rate and depth of respiration. You see the engorgement of their neck veins. You can check your decline in your mental status, because if breathing is not particularly high, better in a good condition means the patient uh, uh, may pose to you as a confused person. Okay. You can also assess the rib cage or a frail chest, if there is any blunt trauma to the chest.
बायलैटरल चेस्ट का उठना और पड़ना वो
Yes, yes,
देखना है.
yes, yes, yes. Bilateral chest movements are very essential to see, and you must assess whether the person is using the accessory
ब्रीथिंग का.
during
यस.
breathing or not. Okay. If there
Yes.
is any injury or trauma to the chest, all those points must be simultaneously assessed. Then moving to the primary survey, point C, that is circulation, and this circulation also involves management of hemorrhage or hemorrhage control. You can, as I have said, a direct pressure and a pressure dressing is must if you see any hemorrhage. A wound packing can be done, and a tourniquet can be tied till we arrive at definitive support for the patient. Can I ask you a question over here? Till what is the time limit for safe bandaging with the tourniquet? Anyone in the group? Any experience? कितने समय तक बांध कर रख सकते हैं? Till what time?
30 सेकेंड.
Anything else?
30 सेकेंड्स से 60 सेकेंड्स तक हम लोग टूर्निकेट का मतलब जेल को करने के टाइम हम 30 सेकेंड से 1 मिनट तक रख सकते हैं, लेकिन मतलब अगर कुछ वाइटल जैसा क्या बोलूं.
बोलो, it's no problem. You are coming to nearby, but you are still far. Okay, no problem. This is your homework for your today's class. Okay, you go through any article or any book or anything, because this is time of your AI. No, you must have heard about ChatGPT or anything. Okay, you can go anywhere and everywhere and come with the information about what is the safety time for सेफ टाइंग अप ऑफ योर टर्निकेट. कितने समय तक सेफली बांध सकते हैं क्रिटिकल पेशेंट के वुंड के ऊपर एक टर्निकेट बांध सकते हैं, कितने समय तक, टिल व्हाट टाइम? ओके, दैट इज योर क्वेश्चन फॉर टुडे. Okay, next is initial. When you see hemorrhage, I have already said you must provide direct pressure. You must do a pressure dressing. You can go for wound packing and stabilize the patient. Only serious hemorrhage to be controlled, and if it is minor scratch or a minor bleeding, it will automatically stop by end of CT. That means clotting time. But remember, you cannot judge a wound if it is minor or major just by looking in a fraction of second. So everything must be done very quickly. It should not be extensive. If it looks minor, it can be avoided for a certain period of time, and you must focus on rest of the things. Moving to the next, when you will say the
मतलब
patient.
कितना टाइम कितना मैम, क्लियर कीजिए वो टाइम कितना टाइम तक हम लोग रुक सकते
90
हैं?
मिनट 90 सेकेंड।
किसका किसका
टूर्निकेट का मैम।
टूर्निकेट का आप देखो ना क्या करना है। मैं तो नेक्स्ट फ्राइडे या सैटरडे या फिर संडे को क्लास लूंगी ना। यू टेक योर टाइम, डू सम सर्च एंड लेट मी नो। ओके,
एक फ्रेंड ने आंसर किया है, वो 90 सेकंड बोल रहे हैं मैम, ये ठीक है?
ओके, एक मिनट आप रुको। देयर इज समवन इज looking for me. एक just a second please.
Ma'am, when we get our study material,
Hello, I'm back. Sorry for the interruption. Okay, so
ma'am, when we get our study material in hand,
sorry.
when we get our study material in hand,
Study material in hand that you have to query with your IGNO office and someone. I have no idea. Maybe I can tell you in the next class after a query, but at present I have no idea. Okay.
ma'am, can you share this PDF in the mail?
Yes, I will share this PDF over here in the WhatsApp group. Not an issue. Okay.
मैम व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप का नंबर तो हमारे पास नहीं है, क्या आप ऐड कर दे?
आप में से ही किसी ने तो क्रिएट करके मुझे ऐड किया हुआ है ना।
ओके मैम,
कौन सा नंबर है?
Okay.
हमको
Then who is the admin of the group? Kindly and add everyone. Okay.
थैंक यू मैम।
Okay, so we will continue with the class. So when you think, when you see a patient with hemorrhage, there is always a risk of hemorrhagic shock. So when you think a hemorrhagic shock is evident, कब हो सकता है? When there is a very high blood loss. Okay, so we call that as also hypovolemic shock. You can see, is it visible to you?
Yeah, ma'am.
There is an indicator that first degree hemorrhage, when there is a 15% of blood loss, that is 750 ml. Then second degree hemorrhage, 15 to 30% of blood loss, that is 750 ml to 1500 ml. And grade 3, 30 to 40%, that is 1500 to 2000, that is 2 liter of blood loss. And grade 4, that is more than 40%, that is more than 2 liters of blood loss. If you see a grade 3 and grade 4 patient, it is evident that they will undergo hemorrhagic shock. So immediate attention in that light is essential. and for the rest of the 2 we must protect so that they will not undergo to shock. That means we must do pressure bandage and all to prevent further bleeding. So what are the key indicators? Because you cannot see whether the patient has lost 1500 ml or 2000 ml. Can you see when the patient comes to you? क्या पूछोगे उसे? क्या भैया कितना ब्लड लॉस हुआ है आपका? तो वो क्या बोलेगा? मेरा तो 4-6 लीटर लॉस हो गया. तो this is not a valid questioning and this is not a valid answer to trust for the care and treatment of the patient. So you must look for the symptoms of the patient. What are the symptoms? And cold and diaphoretic skin, very heavy perspiration. Then tachycardia, then there is a tachypnea or shallow respiration, there is low blood
Sunken eye.
pressure. Yes, low blood pressure, there is decreased urinary output,
Yeah, if
there
it's
is
an internal
changes in the
bleeding,
consciousness level. All those things are indicative of there is a chance of hemorrhagic shock. Okay. Then moving to the next survey, part D, that is your assessment of disability. That is, hello.
मैम
Yes,
वो आंसर वो क्वेश्चन मेरे दिमाग के घुस गया है, तो इसलिए मैं बोल रही हूँ मैम, ये मतलब 90 मिनट से मतलब 2 घंटा तक हो सकता है ना?
120 minutes. Okay, 90 minutes से 120 minute is the right. Okay.
हाँ मैम, नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लम.
Hello.
हाँ मैम.
90 मिनट से 120 मिनट 90 मिनट से 120 मिनट तक आप सेफली टॉनिकेट बांध के रख सकते हो पेशेंट
हाँ
पर.
मैम, मतलब मैं अभी जो आंसर दिया है अभी ठीक दिया है ना?
हाँ, अभी जो दिया ठीक किया, बट सही जवाब अगर नो प्राइज फ्रॉम माय एंड. So let us go with the class. Next is your disability. For disability assessment, you have your what is your scale? You have anyone? What scale for assessment of neurologic?
Glasgow Coma Scale.
Glasgow Coma Scale. I have a picture of this Glasgow Coma Scale. You can go for the scoring 6 to 1. The higher the score, the better is the inference. Okay. So for a score 6, the patient obeys commands. You say, open your eyes, he opens. Move your hand, he moves. Take full inhalation, he takes. Then score 5 is oriented and localizes pain. You ask, move your hand. He may not move. But when you say, where are you having pain? He says, I'm having pain over my leg or head or chest or somewhere, and is oriented. He knows that he is at the hospital. Then for score 4, the patient opens the eyes spontaneously. Then may be confused and flex to pain. If you touch pain area, he will move. Then for score 3, the patient opens the eyes to speech, to pain, to speech, and the verbal response is inappropriate words, says something with grumbling, and you are unable to understand. And about motor response, flexion of arms is there, and extension of legs is also possible. Moving to score 2, the patient opens eyes to pain and incomprehensible sounds. The patient groans, says and tries to say something, but he cannot form any single word. And regarding the best motor response, can do the extension. And for score 1, the patient cannot open eyes. There is no verbalization. Even after asking, the patient cannot verbalize anything. And the motor response, there is no motor response. Okay. And accordingly, we will do the scoring. Okay.
Ma'am, if that patient is got means ETT, that patient is ETT, having ETT, what kind of assessment we have to do?
Sorry, the patient is. Can you just move a little bit far from that?
He's
Because I'm
asking the
getting
question,
echo.
once the patient is intubated, what will be the score? What will be the assessment strategy?
Yes.
Assessment strategy for the fatal patient or what?
Yeah, he's asking once patient is intubated, patient is already on ventilator support.
Okay, the
How
patient is
how
on
will
ventilator.
assess? Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
patient
So
is
in
on
that,
ventilator, and what is the score that you are asking?
yeah,
No.
yeah,
Yeah.
that is
Yes,
the
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, for the patient is ventilator, that doesn't mean you cannot, you should not perform the Glasgow Coma Scale. GCS is vital, and accordingly,
but
suppose
we
you,
use yeah
yes,
we
Ma'am,
usually
you can
the
you people can mute and I can say. Then, if you have any doubt, you can ask again. Okay, let me complete my statement first, please. Okay, so when you see a patient on ventilator, many times what happens, a patient on ventilator, you will see 10 or 12 patients are on ventilator. Some of them are opening eyes spontaneously, but they cannot move hands. So you score accordingly. Okay, suppose a patient is there who cannot move hands, but moving eyes, opening eyes and moving the eyes to left or to right, is able to comprehend through eye movement. Then you can score accordingly. No, eye movements are spontaneously is there, so you can go for 4. Okay. But sometimes you will see the patient, even after you say the patient is on ventilator, but even after you say, can you please open your eyes? The patient listens. The patient wants to open the eyes, but likewise, this grunting sound comes from the patient. That means the person is perceiving your word, but he is unable to open the eyes. Then, in that case, you score 3. But in certain cases, you will see the patient is closing the eyes, unable to open. But as soon as you do some needle prick and you start with the IV lining, the patient will suddenly open the eyes. You score 2. Okay. Am I clear?
yes, ma'am. We usually score 11. Totally, the 15 is the score, but usually in case of ventilator patient, will the maximum score will be 11. That's a strategy we following in ICU. In our case, the ET tube, because the verbal there have no verbal response because the patient will be fully sedated.
Endotracheal tube, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Obviously, if there is endotracheal tube, means the patient will not be able to respond to your in your commands, and there will be no verbal response. No.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So accordingly, you score now. If there is no verbal response, to what score you will give? You just check if there is no verbalization because there is a endotracheal tube. To you give score 1.
1.
Yeah. When you will come here, no, we will see 5 to 6 patients and we will differentiate. In what case you give 1, what case you give 2. When you give, when there is conflict of giving score 1 or 2, where to go for. Okay, we will
Okay,
see.
ma'am.
And this is a practical actually. Theoretically, talking here is something different. You can see the patient means you can properly write. Okay, so what do you think you should do when you get a patient with very low, to what low score you have seen till date? Anyone?
3.
Have you seen a very low Glasgow Coma Scale patient, GCS patient?
3. 3.
3.
Lowest you have seen? 3. Definitely 1, 1, 1 to total 3. The lowest score is 3. So when you see a patient with score 3, do you think the patient is having a very little chance to survive and there could be something else going on even if the patient is looking fine on the outer side? So what something is that?
Ma'am, can you please repeat?
Yes, sure. See, suppose you see a patient with a Glasgow Coma Scale 3, okay? 3
Okay,
or
ma'am.
4, likewise 3 or 4 you see the patient, and the patient
Okay.
looks fine on outside, but scores 3. What do you think could be the probable cause?
Um,
So there have some
uh,
underlying reason. Maybe we'll
There
review
could
the
be some
ongoing treatment
yes,
strategy.
internal trauma, internal head injury, like those things can be there. Okay. So that we basically call as
Severe.
secondary brain damage. Okay, those
Okay.
cases usually undergo coma, and score 3 is a very poor score. Okay.
Hmm.
The next is assessment of fracture, because the patient may not come present to you with many bleeding or anything, but there could be fracture of certain parts like your pelvis, like your spinal cord or somewhere, sorry, vertebral column or somewhere. So for that point of view, assessment of fractures and prevention of excessive movements is essential, and we have that particular term, that is your log roll. Have you seen any case of log roll during your previous courses? Yes or no?
Heard about log roll, ma'am, but not really remember what it is.
It's a simple dictionary term, like a log means a branch of a tree. जो पेड़ का जो बड़ा मोटा पोर्शन होता है ना, that log, a wood log we basically say. So
Okay.
log means you must have seen a part of the tree is lying on the floor, and you simply uh, roll it from this place to that place. You cannot one part of the log, and you cannot leave the other part. Similarly, here also, when you say when you say log roll, because there is a always high chance of head injury or pelvic injury, you may not want to complicate the case. So in those cases, you must go for log roll. You move the patient on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, lift and move. Have you witnessed any case like that?
Yes, ma'am.
That
Understood now. Yeah.
on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, move. We call, no, that is what we call as log roll. While moving, what we say, while shifting the patient. Okay. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we have come almost to the end of the things, and next one is your while doing the doing this presentation, I was unable to include certain parts, that is E for environment and exposure, because while many internal things are going on, environment may not be a primary concern, but it always poses a concern, because physical factors like heat, cold, and radiation and sunlight, water, fire, all those elements can also further aggravate the situation. So protection of the patient from exposure to this environment is essential, along with providing a safe environment that is free from harms and hazards of injury. Okay, that's all about primary survey. And secondary survey, now you have the patient stabilized with airway, stabilized with your breathing, circulation. There is the movements are restricted. The patient is more or less immobilized to support the system. You have started your IV fluids. You have given. As per requirement, you have given the drugs or antibiotics or SOS medications. You have given a comfortable environment or comfortable positioning to the patient. You have given some cold compress to the patient, or the patient is in a supported state. Okay, and in this point of time, at this point of time, you can start with your secondary survey. Okay, the secondary survey is almost similar to your head to toe assessment that you do during your regular checkup to a patient. But uh, to remember the point over here is, you cannot delay the transfer, you cannot postpone the primary survey elements to continue with the secondary survey elements. IV initiation, a comfortable environment, proper log roll and transfer, GCS, and all those points of ABC, they come first, and priority always prevails. So you have completed the priority elements, then you can go for secondary survey. Okay. I hope this is not actually my forte, but I hope I have done justice to the topic. And if you have any doubt, you can pose your queries in the box, or you can directly ask me. I'll try to clear, or otherwise we will have a clarification in next class. Madam Principal, Professor Rajlakshmi Mr. Ma'am will do the clarification. Okay. Hello.
All right, ma'am.
Ma'am, log roll means 1, 2, 3 count and then shift the patient.
No, that is almost similar. Log roll means you tie the patient in a stiff manner so that there will be least amount of mobility in the patient. The basic idea is immobilization. The similar one we go with the patient with spinal injury, no?
Like a cervical and spinal injury patient.
Yeah, cervical injury, spinal injury, we basically pelvic or hip displacement, or any pelvic injury during road traffic accident. For those patients, we go with log roll. बताना तो मुश्किल रहेगा कैसे you can witness some videos if possible. I'll go
Yeah,
through
there has a
YouTube
video.
videos
I
and
just
I'll
have seen
send it.
now.
Okay, because but कैसे words में कैसे how to explain? I am actually I can demo, but I cannot express with words.
So they have
Okay.
some video on YouTube. It's
Yeah, you can
nice to
find
watch.
beautiful videos on YouTube. They are there. If it is not available with the term log roll, you can go for movement of a patient with spinal injury or spinal surgery. They are particularly for that what nervous system spinal injury patients. They are particularly for that. Okay, so you can surf on the internet. You will find beautiful videos of.
Yeah, I think it's a universal medical abbreviation.
It's an universal abbreviation, right? Okay, so we will wind up the class. It's not time about for the end of the class, but I'm out of the content. Okay, and this is the last minute class. I will try to cover up rest in my next class. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank
Okay,
you.
ma'am. Thank you,
Okay,
ma'am.
thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Anyone, I'm unable to name because I don't know the name. Anyone who has created the students group, please include everyone. You can share the link here in the chat box so that everyone can join. Okay. It will be easy for you or people also, because you can get the material from the faculties. You can get interaction with the, suppose someone is having some doubt, so you can write, and teachers who are there, they can. So those were it's a good job who has done this, and the admin. I would like to request the admin to include every participant. Okay, that's all for me to for today's class. Thank you, and if you have shared the link, you can log out as you please. Bye bye.
Bye bye, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
हेलो हेलो
Yes, sir. Hello, Sasmita here.
मैम एक्चुअली मैं कोई ग्रुप पे नहीं हूँ, तो व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप वगैरह में मैं नहीं हूँ, तो मतलब मैं कुछ क्या बोलते हैं, अपडेट नहीं मिल रहा है मुझे। तो मैम कोई व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप वगैरह कुछ है मैम?
Okay, just a second. I will try to share the link.
मैम कौन कौन सा है ग्रुप मैम?
व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप जो हम लोग स्टूडेंट सब कुछ डाउट क्लियर कर सकते हैं, ऐसा कुछ ग्रुप।
तो मैम ने कुछ किया है क्या?
नहीं, मैं पूछ रहा हूँ कोई ग्रुप है कि नहीं है। एक ग्रुप
रिंकू मैम ने कल बोला थे कि एक ग्रुप पूछ के, मतलब प्रिंसिपल सर से पूछ के और डिस्कस करके ग्रुप करेंगे, लेकिन अभी तक खोला है कि नहीं खोला है हम लिंक नहीं।
हम लोगों को भी नहीं मिला है। आप कौन बोल रहे हो?
मैं की बोल रही हूँ। मतलब मैं कल बोले थे कल खोलेंगे हम लोग, मतलब मैं ही बोली थी कि सर मैं अगर व्हाट्सएप को बहुत अच्छे थे, लेकिन मैंने बोला ठीक है हम लोग बताएंगे, लेकिन अभी तो है क्या कुछ?
क्या नहीं समझ में आ रहा है?
मतलब ऐसा कुछ मिला है क्या व्हाट्सएप में? व्हाट्सएप मैम कुछ क्रिएट किया है क्या व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप?
नहीं, ऐसा कुछ तो नहीं है।
तो सभी को मिलेगा ना।
तो
मतलब कंफ्यूज हो गई कि ऐसा हो गया और मेरे को पता नहीं।
नहीं, मैं तो कुछ
Hello.
हाँ मैम।
Check the messages. Okay, check the messages in the
कल
down.
एक ग्रुप खुल चुका है जहाँ पे
Okay, mute. Everyone, please mute. Kindly follow me. Yeah, go to in call messages here in the classroom. Go for the in call messages. It's there in the down. Okay, right side down. There is a word called.
मैम डीसीसीएन बोल के एक ग्रुप है ना मैम, वही ग्रुप है ना मैम?
Yes. DCCN group. I have shared the link.
एक्चुअली एक ग्रुप था, उसमें फिल हो गया है शायद से, ये दूसरा ग्रुप है।
Join this WhatsApp group. Okay.
थैंक यू सो मच मैम।
Thank you, everyone. And let me know if you feel any doubt or if it is problematic for you to understand anything, or you think we can improve anyway. Just let us know. Okay.
ओके, थैंक यू मैम।
Thank you.
हेलो
यस
मैम, वो कौन सा ग्रुप के बात बोल रही थी?
व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप की बात कर रहा था।
डीसीसीएन
कौन
डीसीसीएन
सा
एक
ग्रुप था वो?
लिंक, डीसीसीएन बोल के व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप।
उसमें ज्वाइन हो सकते हो।
कैन यू
पहले भी
प्लीज
एक
सेंड योर नंबर?
पहले भी एक ग्रुप था, उसमें
हाँ
क्या बोलता है, वो फिल हो गया है ऑलरेडी, तो ये नया दूसरा ग्रुप दिया है।
हाँ, मैम ने जो ग्रुप दिया है मैं उसी के बात पूछ रही हूँ।
ओके, आप मैसेज चेक कर सकते हो ना? 1 सेकेंड, कैसे बोलूं? नहीं तो आप आपका नंबर बोलिए, मैं आपको लिंक भेज देता हूँ।
ओके 74
74
32
32
92
92
96
96
38
38।
एंड प्लीज मेक मी वो ग्रुप एडमिन वो बना देना मेरे को।
1 सेकेंड, और एक बार मैं नंबर बोलता हूँ, 7432929638।
हाँ
1
ठीक
सेकेंड।
है।
ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಚರ್ಚೆ ನಡೀತಾನೆ. ನಾವು ಮಹಾಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕಥೆಯನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಅದೊಂದು ವಿನತ. ನಾಗಗಳ ಪತ್ನಿಯಾದಂತಹ, ನಾಗಗಳ ತಾಯಿಯಾದಂತಹ ಕುದುರೆಯು ಹಾಗೂ ಗರುಡನ ತಾಯಿಯಾದಂತಹ ವಿನತೆ, ಇವರಿಬ್ಬರಿಗೂ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಶುರುವಾದದ್ದು ಇಚ್ಛೇಶ್ವರನ ವಿಷಯದಲ್ಲಿ. ಅದರ ಬಾಲ ಬಿಳಿ, ಅದರ ಬಾಲ ಕಪ್ಪು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಅಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಸಿದ್ಧವಾದ ಕುದುರೆ, ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಸಿದ್ಧವಾದ ಕುದುರೆ. ಕಾರಣ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, ಅದರೊಳಗೆ ನಾನು ಆ ಹೆಸರಿನಿಂದ ಕೂತಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಇಚ್ಛೇಶ್ವರತ್ತೆಂಬ ಹೆಸರಿನಿಂದ ನಾನು ಕೂತಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಅಂತ ಭಗವಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಐರಾವತಂ ಗಜೇಂದ್ರಾಣ. ಇನ್ನು ಆನೆಗಳಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಗಜೇಂದ್ರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಲಗ. ಸಲಗದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಯಾರಾಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಐರಾವತವಾಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಐರಾವತ ನಾನಾಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಸಲಗಗಳ ಪೈಕಿ ಗಂಡು ಆನೆಗಳ ಪೈಕಿ. ಈ ಐರಾವತದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ವೈಶಿಷ್ಟ್ಯ ಇದೆಯಪ್ಪ? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಈಗ ಆನೆಗಳೇ ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಹಿಂದೆ ಈಗ ರಾಜರು ಮುಂತಾದವರೆಲ್ಲ ಮೆರವಣಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು, ಎದುರಿನಂತ ಆನೆ
हेलो,
ಆನೆಯು ಕೂಡ ಮೆರವಣಿಗೆ ಒಂದು
यहाँ पे ऐसा कोई है मतलब कि हम लोग एक खुद से एक व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप क्रिएट कर सकते हैं जिसमें हम लोग अपना डाउट्स वगैरह असाइनमेंट वगैरह क्लियर कर सकते हैं, सॉल्व कर सकते हैं?
वैसा हम लोगों का एक ग्रुप है ऑलरेडी, ओके। लेकिन वहाँ पर ज्यादातर लोग वेस्ट बंगाल से ही है।
मैं भी वेस्ट बंगाल से ही हूँ।
तो आपको join-
तो मुझे कोई उस ग्रुप का लिंक भेजेगा प्लीज?
मतलब अब बंगाली है तो बंगाली से आप तो ये पहले कह सकते हैं ना कि यहाँ पे बंगाली कोई है तो हम लोग है ना सभी।
आप लोग बंगाली है?
সবাই বেঙ্গলি, সবাই বেঙ্গলি।
তো ভাই আমাকে কেউ গ্রুপটাতে একটু জয়েন করিয়ে দাও না, আমি মানে
তোমার নাম্বারটা বলো।
7908
আরে ঠিক আছে, আমি পাঠিয়ে দিচ্ছি। আমি তো আমাকে হোয়াটসঅ্যাপে মেসেজ করেছো, আমি তোমাকে পাঠিয়ে দিচ্ছি।
হ্যাঁ আমি ওই হাই করেছি তোমাকে, সন্দীপ।
হ্যাঁ আমি পাঠিয়ে দিচ্ছি। আমি ওই গ্রুপটায় তোমার জয়েন করিয়ে দিচ্ছি।
আচ্ছা
এক্সাম কবে হবে কেউ জানো? বিগিনার প্র্যাকটিক্যাল এক্সাম কেউ জানো? খবর পেয়েছো?
ডিসেম্বর।
আচ্ছা, আমি ওডিএল মুড করেছিলাম, আমি জানতাম না যে এটা এক্সাম সেন্টারে গিয়ে এক্সাম দিতে হবে। তো এটাকে কি এখন অনলাইন মুডে করা যাবে কোনো রকম?
না কিছু অনলাইনে তো এক্সাম হবে।
অনলাইন মোডে এক্সাম হবে না, ওডিএল মোডে।
ও ওডিএল মোডে হবে?
ওরিয়েন্ট মোডে দিতে হবে, হাতে কলমে যে ওখানে যে বসে
ওখানে টোটালি বসে দিতে হবে।
আমি দিল্লির রিজিওনাল সেন্টার চুজ করেছি। কেউ আছে দিল্লিতে রিজিওনাল সেন্টার চুজ করেছে?
আমরা কেউ দিল্লিতে নেই, আমরা সব ভুবনেশ্বরে আছি।
সব ভুবনেশ্বর।
সবাই ভুবনেশ্বরে? আমি একাই পড়ে গেলাম।
আমাকে কেউ একটু গ্রুপটায় অ্যাড করুন না প্লিজ।
আরে ভাই নাম্বারটা করো, নাম্বারটা হাই করো করে নেওয়া হবে।
আমি মেসেজ করেছি এখন।
রিটেন এক্সামটা যদি ডিসেম্বরে হয় তাহলে প্র্যাকটিক্যালটা কি নভেম্বর বা জানুয়ারিতে হতে পারে?
জানুয়ারিতে হবে না, আগে প্র্যাকটিক্যাল হবে, তারপর হচ্ছে থিওরি হবে।
আচ্ছা একটা কথা বলি।
বলো কথা শুনছি আমরা কথা।
না বলছিলাম যে এখানে মানে সবাই ওই ডিপ্লোমা কোর্স করতে এসেছে, এটার জন্যই তো যে 5 মার্কস পাওয়া যাবে, ওই জন্যই তো।
কি জানি বাবা 5 মার্ক পাওয়া যাবে কিনা জানি না, তবে আমি এসেছি অ্যাকচুয়ালি অভিজ্ঞতা বাড়ানোর জন্য। কারণ এই সার্টিফিকেটটা যদি থাকে, আমি যদি প্রাইভেটেও করি, আমার গভর্নমেন্ট নাই যাক
অ্যাকচুয়ালি এটা গভর্নমেন্টের জন্য, প্লাস হচ্ছে আউট অফ ইন্ডিয়া যাওয়ার জন্য ওর একটা স্পেসিফিক ক্রাইটেরিয়া আছে।
না আমার একটা এখানে ডাউট ছিল, যেটা হচ্ছে যে আমরা যদি ইগনু থেকে, এটা অ্যাকচুয়ালি ওপেন ডিস্টেন্স লার্নিং স্কুল, তো এবার
করে দিই, আমি বুঝে গেছি, ক্লিয়ার করে দিচ্ছি একদম ঠান্ডা মাথায়। ব্যাপারটা রবীন্দ্রমুক্ত বিদ্যালয়।
আচ্ছা এটা কে বলছো? 1 সেকেন্ড, এটা কে বলছো? নামটা একবার বলবে?
আচ্ছা যাই হোক, শুনে নাও, একটা মেয়ে বলছি, শোনো তো আগে কথাটা শোনো। আমি তো ক্লিয়ার করে দিচ্ছি একদম, যেহেতু তুমি ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গলের। কোথায় বাড়ি তোমার?
আমার মালদাতে।
আচ্ছা, তাহলে ভালোভাবেই শুনে রাখো। যেহেতু রিসেন্টলি একটা 2023-এর ঘটনা ঘটেছিল, অনেকে রবীন্দ্র মুক্ত বিদ্যালয় থেকে এমনকি ভোকেশনাল থেকে এইচএস কমপ্লিট করেছিল, তো তাদের জিএনএম এর আমাদের ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গল থেকে রেসিপ্রোকাল দিচ্ছিল না। তো সেই একটি কেস হয় লোকাল কোর্টে, সেখানে মোটামুটি ওনারা জিতে যান, এরকম স্বাস্থ্য ভবন জিতে যান। তো এই মেয়েরা বা কিছু সংখ্যক ক্যান্ডিডেট তারা হায়ার কোর্টে যায়। হায়ার কোর্টে রায় স্ট্রিক্টলি দেওয়া হয় যে যেহেতু সরকার মান্যতা দিয়েছে রবীন্দ্র হোক ভোকেশনাল হোক, তো এগুলো তোমাদেরকে অ্যাকসেপ্ট করতে হবে। এবং কি করেছিলেন, ওনাকে সাসপেন্ড করা হয়েছিল, আর অ্যাপ্রুভ করেছেন। তো যেখানে রবীন্দ্র অ্যাপ্রুভ হতে পারে, ভোকেশনাল অ্যাপ্রুভ হতে পারে, তো এটা একটা অল ইন্ডিয়া বেসিক এর একটা ইগনু। তো এটাকে কি করে ডিনাই করতে পারে? কারো পক্ষে সম্ভব না। আর দ্বিতীয় কথা হচ্ছে আমরা ক্লাস করছি, এটা একটা প্রমাণ। যখন কোভিড সিচুয়েশন চলছিল তখন পুরোটাই অনলাইন বেসিস হচ্ছিল এবং তারা সবাই কিন্তু আজকাল বর্তমানে চাকরি পাচ্ছে। তো সেক্ষেত্রেও তো কেস করলে খেতে যাবে না, না বিনা পরীক্ষায় তারা। এবার আমরা লাস্ট আমাদের যেটা ফিক্স কথাটা যা বলছি যে আমরা যেটা ক্লাস করছি এটা একটা প্রমাণ।
অ্যাকচুয়ালি কথাগুলো না ওই মানে কিছুটা বোঝা যাচ্ছে আবার কিছুটা বোঝা যাচ্ছে না।
আমরা ক্লাস করছি তো,
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ,
এটা একটা ক্লাস করছি তো, এটা আমাদের একটা মেসেজ এসেছে আমরা ক্লাস করছি, এর প্রুফ একটা আমরা জমা দেবো, এটা একটা আমাদের প্রুফ। দ্বিতীয় কথা হচ্ছে আমরা প্র্যাকটিক্যাল করতে যাব, ওখানে থেকে 15 থেকে 20 দিন আমরা প্র্যাকটিক্যাল করব, এটা একটা প্রুফ। তাহলে একটা 1 ইয়ার ডিপ্লোমার মধ্যে যদি আমরা এতগুলো কিছু করতে পারি তাহলে আমাদের এটা ডিসটেন্স হলো কোথায় ভাই? আমরা তো পুরোটাই করছি, আমরা ফাঁকা।
এটাকে তোমার কাউন্সিলে এটা নিয়ে গেলে কি এটা অ্যাটাচ করবে না করবে না, সেটাই হচ্ছে কথা।
না করে যাবে কোথায়? আছি তো হাঙ্গামা করার জন্য।
সেই হাঙ্গামা করে এক বছর বিধাননগর থানাতে কিছুক্ষণ ছিলাম, আর হাঙ্গামা করতে চাই না।
না না, এটা কি বলে
কি আদৌ কোনো কাজ হবে? আর
আরে ভাই আমি একটা কথা বলি, তোমরা যে পদ্ধতিতে, আমি ওই সময় আমিও ছিলাম, আমিও গেছি, আমিও খেয়েছি কেস।
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা ছিলে।
তো মোটামুটি এইটুকু বলতে পারি যে এই কেস আমি খেয়ে খেয়ে আমি এখন হজম করে ফেলেছি। এখন আমার বক্তব্য আলাদা। 2025 সালে লাস্ট কিন্তু আমাদের পাবো, এটুকু বলতে পারি। পরে কি হবে জানি না। তো 2025 সাল আমাদের ভাইটাল পজিশন। কে কে চান স্বাস্থ্য ভবন বাদ দিয়ে, স্বাস্থ্য ভবনে করতে যাবে না, মার্কেটিং জায়গায় জাস্ট সাইলেন্ট পজিশনে আমরা থেকে যদি একটা কিছু টপিক মানে একটা গ্রুপ আমাদের হচ্ছে আলোচনা হবে, সবকিছু এখানে ডিসকাস করা উচিত নয়। তো ওখান থেকে আমরা করতে পারি এবং কি ওই সাইলেন্ট ভাবে যদি আমরা কিছু করি তো আমরা একটা ভায়োলেন্ট কিছু করতে পারবো। এটুকু আমার মানসিকতা আমার মনে হয় হবে। কেউ না গেলেও আমি কিন্তু যাচ্ছি, আমি একাই থাকবো।
বাহ 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 বাহ। না আমি তোমার লেজ ধরে যাব, তোমার নামটা কি আমাকে শুধু বলো, আমি একটা মেসেজ দিচ্ছি তোমাকে, আমি যাব।
কেউ যাক না যাক আমি একা বসবো সেখানে, ওখানে মানে অনশন দিতে পারি। কারণ কি প্রথম কথা কখনো কিন্তু কাট অফ মার্কসের ভিত্তিতে হতে পারে না, কিন্তু মেডিকেল হতে পারে না। এটা হচ্ছে তোমার প্র্যাকটিক্যাল নলেজের উপরে কিন্তু একটা পেশেন্টের প্রমাণ করে। তুমি 90% পেয়েছে আর একজন 10 বছর কাজ করেছে, তুমি তাকে বাদ দিয়ে তুমি যে পাস আউট হলো তাকে তুমি নিলে, যে আমারই চাক্ষুষ প্রমাণ, আমার নিজস্ব একটা পরিবারের একজন 3টে আইএম ইনজেকশন ফুল 5 3 ml 5।
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, আর একটা কোশ্চেন ছিল আমার, যেটা হচ্ছে যে মানে এইরকম কেউ এখানে গ্রুপের মধ্যে আছে যে যারা শুনছো বা যারা কেউ যদি থাকো তাহলে অ্যান্সার দিও প্লিজ। মানে আমি জিজ্ঞেস করছিলাম এইরকম কেউ আছে যে ইগনু অ্যাপ্লাই করেছে 5 মার্কসের জন্য আর এটা অ্যাকসেপ্ট করেছে?
আমরাই প্রথম, আর কেউ নেই।
ও আমরাই প্রথম?
অবশ্যই আমরাই প্রথম, কারণ এত মাথা ঘামানোর মতো ব্যাপার অতীতে ছিল না। মাথা ঘামানোর কোভিড এর পর থেকে আমাদের মাথা ফেটেছে, আমরা চুন খুঁজে বেড়াচ্ছি। আমাদেরই মাত্র।
তুমি কত সালের ব্যাচ?
2019 এর ব্যাচ। 19 কমপ্লিট রেজিস্ট্রেশন কমপ্লিট। আমি পুরনো বান্ধা আছি।
মানে 2019-এ কি কমপ্লিট হয়েছে নাকি 2019-এ ব্যাচ স্টার্ট হয়েছে?
19-এ কমপ্লিট রেজিস্ট্রেশন পেয়ে গেছি ভাই। আমার মানে
ও।
সরকারের আমার নাম নথিভুক্ত হয়ে গেছে 2019 সালে।
ও
মানে অনেক
কোন
experience তো
ইউনিভার্সিটি
তোমার
থেকে?
হয়ে
কোন
গেছে।
ওই ইউনিভার্সিটিটা কোনটা?
আরে ইউনিভার্সিটি কি? আরে দিশান হসপিটাল কলকাতা চেনো?
হ্যাঁ, চিনবো না কেন?
হ্যাঁ, দিশান থেকে পাস আউট হয়েছি ভাই। কপাল বহুত খারাপ। ওরে
রুবির পাশে।
ইয়ে বন্ধু ভাই তো সজল দত্ত, বিজল দত্ত। আমাকে জিজ্ঞেস করো না, আমি তো সব বলে দিচ্ছি।
আচ্ছা, একটা কথা বলবে, যে প্র্যাকটিক্যাল এক্সাম আর রিটিন